Hi, Fiercely Frenchy here with TechnoFrench.com. I thought I'd do a short video on Dico Game, which I mentioned in my post. And I have open here the French dictionary Lexilogos, which I'm going to use as sort of a launch pad for the various dictionaries. It has a great many of excellent dictionaries here, English to French, and then French dictionary, which we want to use to look up French words defined by French words. So let's first open Larousse, which is an excellent French to French dictionary. It opens in a new tab here. Let's go back to this tab where we have our launch pad. And word reference is another excellent dictionary. I like it the best because it comes linked to a forum where you can ask literally any question on French or French words or lots of other languages as well and get answers within seconds. Well, minutes at the most. All right, we'll go to this word reference dictionary, bring it up in another tab. There it is, there we have it. Let's go back to the launch pad and get rid of that tab. Let's look up here the word hat. H-A-T, hat. We all know what that word means, I'm sure, in French, but we're just showing you how the game works. All right, look it up, and we have chapeau here. Now be careful when you click. I'm going to copy this word, so be careful because this is a link, and if you trigger it, then you're going to be spirited away to the French to English dictionary. So let's click in front of this, drag across it, let go, and then right-click on the blue area, copy it. Go to this Larousse French to French dictionary, paste in the definition by right-clicking, pasting, and then clicking on the search button. Okay, it tells us there's lots of definitions, but let's stick with the first one just for the purposes of this game. You're free to investigate to your heart's content, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I understand the last part of this definition. It says, or of diverse materials rather rigid. But I have a problem with coiffure and feutre. I've always thought of coiffure as a hairstyle. So the way this site works is, these are all links, every one of these words, so you can find the definition of every word that's used to define the word chapeau. You can find a definition to every one of these words here. So you left click on coiffure, brings up the search button. You right click and open in a new tab. Why do I do that? I like to open up all my composite definitions in new tabs. So I can go to the tab now. And if I knew all the words in here, I'd be done with this tab. I could close it up and go back to the original and see if there's any words here that I still don't understand. Remember we said I don't understand feutre either. So let's go back to this tab, which is the definition of coiffure. And I understand this pretty well. It's something that is worn on the head. We knew that. But I don't know really what costume means in this regard. I know what Halloween costume means, but let's left click on that, right click, open in a new tab, go to that tab, and see if there are any words here you don't understand, or I don't understand in this case. I pretty much understand this, but just for the purposes of the game, let's go down one more level. So let's pretend I don't understand what epoch means. It means era. So let's click on it, right click, open in a new tab, go up to that tab, and hopefully it's there by now. Now it is. And okay, you could go down other levels. You keep going and going, but the purpose of the game is to get all these tabs here until you get to a tab that you understand. So moment déterminé dans l'histoire marqué par quelque événement ou une personnalité considérable. And période, that's a lot more understandable. Well, let's go down one more level. Okay. Déterminé, I'm actually not sure what that means. Moment déterminé. I have no idea. Determined moment in history? Let's find out. Left click. Right click, open a new tab, go to that tab. Doesn't really help us. Constituant d'un centum nominal dont les autres éléments sont les déterminants. Par exemple, chapeau. Dans le chapeau de Pierre. That's kind of funny, isn't it? That example used here is chapeau. Constituant d'un centum. So really, I don't know this word either. So I could keep going. I'm not going to. I'm the teacher, so I'm gonna beg out of this one. But you could keep going and keep looking until you find out. You could even use other dictionaries to find a better definition of déterminé. But that's the game. The game is to not look up the words in English, but to look them up in French. It's a kind of French immersion that you create yourself. Once you understand this definition, let's pretend I do, and I'll be honest, I really don't. Once you've found all these words and you understand this definition, you can close up this tab and back up and pick up your breadcrumbs, go backwards. And now, are there any other words here that I didn't understand in this definition? No, I understand that pretty well. And if I had pursued it, I would have understood what déterminé means. So I close up this tab, and then we're back here, and it's there was only one word here we didn't understand, and we have that answered. Epoch is a period. Okay, so let's close that up, and we get back to costume, which we never did get that. Let's go back and open that tab up. I got carried away in epic. So it's an vêtement propre à un pays, an appropriate vêtement for a country, an era, or a condition. Okay, so I did get that. I do understand that. See, I haven't used any English at all here. I've just used French. So I'm exercising my mind here in just French. Oh, so close that tab up. And so now I don't really know what l'habillement means, so I would probably have to look that up and branch off and find the composite words of this word and so on and go on down another trail. Well, I'm not going to do that because you have the idea how this game works now. So close up this tab and we're back to our original, we're back to our original definition, and we understand it now totally in French because we've looked up every French word here. And so we know that coiffure is something worn on the head, and I happen to know that foutre, I don't know what foutre means. Let's look that up. Open in a new tab. Go there, and foutre, if you didn't know what étoffe means, you'd have to look that up. Wow, 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 it just goes on and on. So I'm not going to do that exercise right now. I leave that up to you. But you get the point. So we're back to the main definition in French of the word chapeau, and it's something worn on the head from foutre, I think that's felt, or other diverse materials, and they're rather rigid. So there you have it. That's the Dico game.